Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a f***, so don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning. GM, everybody, welcome to the GM show. How's everybody doing out there? Just,
GM. Happy
doing
Friday.
Some curls,
GM.
doing some curls, you know. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GM show. We got plenty to chat about today, so let's just jump into it. It's our Friday show.
Yes, that's what I love to see on our homepage.
This is the go to gmtv.lol. It's the homepage of Clown World, and because when you look at what's just the crypto world is like it's the funniest thing to have a homepage of crypto for the just the crypto space is hilarious. Like just all the headlines,
It's
surreal.
Just a DGen site,
It's
bro.
surreal. It's surreal. So, GM Dave, GM, DGen, GM everybody. Yes. So what? Yeah,
You're gonna lead off on the Trump
We're
one,
gonna
right?
get on.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We can lead off on that. Yeah.
They sold the house. I can't believe it. I'm just like,
Oh, dude. Well, yeah. Let's talk about that. Okay, so let's just jump into it. Check out gmtv.lol, GM bots, and all that good stuff.
Forgot the pitch.
Just check it out. So I mean, this article is already out of date. When was this? This is from today, and I mean, this is over 1 million now, and climbing. So, this project is just absolutely crushing in volume. Now, I straight up ripped this thought from Nifty Alpha guys. I was watching them this morning. And no, I did not mint, although it would have been smart to mint. I mean, it would have been smart to mint because
Even
really,
if you don't like the guy,
yeah, of course, because there is, like they were saying on Nifty Alpha, there is there's way more of an audience for these collectibles than there are for doodles or for another or a moonbirds even.
just the numbers. It's
just a numbers game.
Yeah,
it's a numbers game. And just like we saw with the Reddit collectibles, how those we're doing numbers we couldn't believe.
I mean, it's kind of hard to think about it, but like, there's only a few personalities I think on this planet that could say, "Hey, I have a major announcement. I'm dropping NFTs today," and then mint out that same day. And not just like a 5,000 collection, but a 45,000
that's
collection.
So crazy. I mean, there's 45,000.
Yeah, there's only a couple people I think on Earth that can
talk about Chad.
Even when you're a guy that it's just funny to me because it's like Trump didn't even like cryptocurrency. He just always talks shit about it, and here he is. Yeah,
it's surreal.
Like nothing, not going to his campaign, not going to his business. It's like his own deal.
I know,
it's
like totally surreal to me. I'm like, this is wild. I did not expect that. I didn't expect this. I didn't see this coming at all. At all.
It wasn't
in my cards.
Not on my bingo
for this
card,
year.
no.
Yeah, not on my bingo card. Let's watch a little bit of this intro video too, because I was watching the video on the homepage and I was like, this is real? I was like, is this a deep fake?
I thought it was a deep fake. And then the site just looks like one of those old school, just like sign up for my online course now, my ebook and all that shit. Like,
it's like a Lead Pages website, a Web 2 Lead Pages.
Hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington, with an important announcement.
Well, I love how that's the way the whole thing starts. just right
That's
off
how
the
it
bat with
starts.
that. Yep. And then we go into this, and I just was like, "Oh no! Oh my gosh! Look at these crazy photoshops!" And I was like, "This looks like the artist was inspired by our thumbnails for our live show." I feel like this looks like all the
They
live
do look
show
like
thumbnails
YouTube
that I do.
thumbnails, huh?
Well, yeah,
they look like-
I'm always just copying, pasting people's heads on top of other people,
man.
and
they
it looks
almost look
something I
like,
would make.
they almost look like they're trolling him. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like it's not even like I feel like it's almost like you're just trolling the guy with all these crazy ass outfits you put.
Yeah, no joke. Let's look at some of these. I mean, most of them are not as as exciting as the ones that are used, of course, in the ad pics of spacemen and stuff. Most of them. I mean, this one would be like, that's pretty lackluster right there. So there's rarity, obviously, built into it. I love the money.
Yeah, I know, dude. There's a lot of money ones. I've seen a couple good money ones.
Yeah, and people have pointed out that like they used stock photos and stock assets and stuff. And it's like, of course,
Absolutely.
yeah.
What would you?
Yeah, they're not
expect?
the first ones to do that. So pretty funny, I gotta say, pretty funny. Quite surprised by this announcement, and I mean, floor price 0.145. What is that? What's that convert to USD right now? It's around 1200 ish? Is that what ETH's at?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking at 174 ish, 175 USD. So, I mean, holding above the purchase price of $99. But yeah,
How much did you
interesting.
say it was?
5% listed, $100, and 175 is what it's holding right about right now. 10% royalties.
Oh my god, dude! No, oh jeez,
Cleaning up.
just criminal, man, just criminal. Oh.
Yeah. So
I actually wouldn't get this because
I
of
think
that.
I think this is a historic NFT because you'll be the first person to be you'll be in the first presidential rug.
The first person to be rugged by
Yeah.
a former president.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Yeah,
Fuck,
so-
dude, I think that is incredible. See, that's what, to me, that just makes it so much harder to flip. When you add 10%
Well, of course, yeah. That's
royalties,
That's
it
always
makes
gonna-
it hard to flip, man. It makes it,
does,
so
it
much
does.
harder to
But
flip.
I mean, the volume is still just cruising upwards. Let's see. When I reload, every time I reload, there's like more volume.
Well, see,
One
that's
thing.
the thing is like he literally mentioned it.
Yeah, we're at
dropped
1.3
it,
mil.
and so now there's going to be there's still people learning about it. There's still people
Yeah.
waking up and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, it minted. Oh, okay, it's still around mint price. I should get in.
Yeah, and of course it's on Matic. Matic
Yeah.
just getting
And if
all
you
the
mint
big
it-
launches lately.
If you try it now, like if you try to, and that's true. It is if it's on Matic, then you have less gas, right? Like no gas. That's awesome. So that's a good thing. And for him, he has to do that because he's bringing in people. Like in that video, it is a boomer describing to other boomers what an NFT is. Like it's a collectible, like baseball cards. Like
Right. It did have that feel. You're
he
right. I
has
didn't
to
think of that.
have it on some sort of chain that doesn't just say like, "Oh, what? $70 just for gas? What's that?" Like,
Yeah, right.
yeah. So it has to be something
Right.
that converts those non
Just normal, non-crypto people,
normies,
right?
Yeah.
And that's what Polygon is great for. I mean, and the Reddit, with the success of the Reddit NFTs, this would be the obvious
Boomer
choice.
digital assets. That's a good one. BDA. That's a new thing. Is that a thing?
Oh,
Should be a
interesting.
thing.
That's interesting. That's a good term
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
That's a whole asset class for sure.
That is.
That's
for
an
sure.
entire
You're gonna
asset
see
class.
that. You're gonna see that as an organized. As a. It's an asset class. You're gonna see that option to like organize NFTs and OpenSea as boomer.
These are boomer friendly.
digital yeah, boomers
These-
will understand this. Funny. But yeah, it's just kind of it'll be interesting to see where this goes. But I'm assuming it's going to zero because it's like 45,000 of them.
wonder,
So many.
yeah.
And I mean, yes, he's converting.
I mean, there's potential utility there, right? I mean, like you could, if you were like a Trump fan, right? you could potentially get what is it again? What do you get again?
Maybe if you got a minimum of 10 or no, I can't remember, but you get
to go to dinner or something, right? Yeah.
If you get 45 of them, if you have 45 NFTs,
Shut up.
yeah, you get to go to dinner.
Oh yeah, gala dinner.
Yeah,
It's gonna be just like this.
and then
Black tie optional.
it's gonna
Florida.
be just like this. Is it gonna be like that, or is it gonna be like when he hosted the college kids and it was like McDonald's at the White House?
That would be so funny. Well, it'll be the finest dinner provided by a top local chef. So, the finest, yes,
The finest.
exactly.
Yeah.
Music playing
See,
throughout
when
the evening.
Trump says the finest, I just don't believe him. He's not the guy that, like, he just is not like the finest. He's the guy that gets McDonald's for people at the White House and, wears like, oversized suits and long ass ties and shit. Like, he doesn't say finest to me. Like his steaks, I wouldn't say his steaks were
Those are the finest steaks, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
and I think in that video he says you can come golf. One of the prizes is coming to golf at one of his
people
golf
would
courses,
love that
which are
shit.
the
I'm sure
finest in the world.
there are people that would probably eat that shit up. See, like, the utility on this, I could see a lot of Trump supporters wanting to get on
Where
it.
they
They're
don't
like,
really even care about the art. They're just buying this
dude,
as a lotto
that's my
ticket.
favorite one, the Mount Rushmore one, where he puts
What
his
is
fucking
this? The
face
Zoom
on
call?
Mount Rushmore.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that in the
Yeah.
background. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that one. I thought
That
it
is
was hilarious.
hilarious. Can you get this is I see how many do we need for the Zoom call? Because I feel like that is our worthy, like, if anything,
Let's get him
that
on
can
the
be our
show.
claim to fame is that we bought an NFT that got us a Zoom call with Trump on the GM TV show. Like,
This
the most
is the
hated
greatest show.
Yeah,
Love
this
your
is the
show.
greatest show. The finest. Only
It's the finest show.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Pretty
I'll have to look into that a little bit more.
I don't know. Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of yeah, dude. Jeez, just to try to flip it, that 10% royalties kills me. I totally try to bring that onto a different. Try to trade
look
out
at
on a
this,
platform
look at this
like maybe get
activity.
away with the no. Yeah, dude. It's I
Every
believe it.
second, there's a purchase. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm telling you, because this will go on for a while too. I wouldn't be surprised if it hangs out around this price point for a long time, because the longer you wait, you're going to get more. I mean, 40.
This one just sold for 0.3.
How many?
Look at this one.
See, these photo
It's a yellow. It's like a Yellowstone.
Doesn't this remind you of like the Putin like
I
shirtless
know,
photoshops
right.
when he's riding his horse and shit like that? That's what these remind me
Yeah,
of.
like
It's
they're like the memes. They're like memes.
Yeah.
They are memes.
Yeah, they
These are
are
pretty
memes.
much memes.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
These are
memes.
pretty much
Yeah.
memes. I mean,
He just made a
it's
whole bunch. That's what I'm
hilarious.
saying. Is that
It's actually
like,
hilarious.
He's like
it's
trolling
kind of hilarious.
himself.
I don't know what's going on. Are we getting trolled? What's going on right now? I mean,
man.
this is crazy. It's
I don't
wild.
know. It does. It is. It is really wild. It is crazy.
my
I wonder who
God.
talked him into doing this.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, he didn't have any input
His
on
kids,
this, really.
maybe it was
I
Don
don't know,
Jr.
dude. This is so odd, dude. So odd. Just beyond odd. Just the weirdest Photoshop.
It's
too.
cringy. It's funny. I don't know. Yeah,
It's
it's
everything.
kind of like fuck, man.
It's a great way to end the year on NFTs.
See,
NFTs
and like
2022, baby. Going out with a
fact
bang.
that this is actually Trump that releases like that's like if this was just some
Wild.
NFT that just some nobody made and they're just like, hey, look, I made a Trump collection. Like, dude, no one would be
Totally
getting this
wild.
shit. And here, but this is just
Yeah. Mind blowing, dude. Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
how many holders are there? Out of the 45,000.
Let's see. That's a great question. Let's look at that real quick.
I want to know how many whales we got here.
Yeah, we need to look at the bubble map, dude.
I was gonna say, yeah. What if it's all just insider trading and he just bought up all of his own NFTs?
I mean, there's 14,666. So
That's quite.
there's a lot
that's-
of there's some whales in there for
You'd-
sure.
Yeah,
Probably.
for sure. You'd want to see that
It's an
number
average of
probably.
3
Yeah, you'd want to see that number around the 20,000s, I think.
Yeah, it'd be nice. 33% are unique owners. Okay, so That's interesting. Let me go. You know what? I'm gonna go check out Jim.
Yeah, so definitely some whales definitely bought that shit up.
Yeah, which is
Whether or
probably
not-
smart. I bet you if I look at my ninja list, I bet you, or my ninja alerts, I bet you Sneaky Ninja Pants bought a buttload.
Yeah,
of
you're
these.
just selling to the grandpa that's a Trump supporter.
I know,
that works at Walmart kind of thing, and
Yeah, that
these are exit liquidity,
Kicks.eth, he bought a bag of them just to as a strategic move.
yeah.
Let's see here. Let me go to analytics, holders, top holders. Okay, we don't have a bubble map here yet, but we do have holders. I mean, look, this person's got 500 of them. This person's got 130. This person's got 102. I mean, a lot, 64, 43, 40, 38. Let's see, holder distribution. Still 68% only have one. So that's 3,000 holders that all have one.
Yeah, and that's just going to keep growing, I imagine.
And then 15% is 600, and 81 have two. So, I mean, still, that's a large percent that only have one or two, actually. I don't know, dude. This is pretty interesting. But the problem is, like, resale value after the prizes. Again, like, there's less resale value than even, like, probably a Reddit avatar. Unless for some reason these became valuable in like 20 years or 30 years. But, you know, like a trading card would. But other than that, because it's like the first president's, you know, NFT. But I don't know.
It's so fun, dude.
Very,
I just
fascinating.
can't. So
Very
if
fascinating.
here's a question,
Yeah.
I guess. Like, let's
Yes,
say,
give me the question.
I doubt this. I don't know. I think it's kind of it's getting a longer shot for him to win a re-election, right? But if he did, would this mean that he's the 45th president and the 47th?
Yeah.
Or would it just...
Yeah. Is that a first? Maybe he wanted a first. He's like, I'm going to get 45 and 47. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's a first, actually. I think there is actually probably other presidents that have done that in the past. I feel like maybe there is, but I don't know. I'm not up to date enough on my presidential history. There's some weird stuff when you start looking
I know my
into it.
presidential history pretty well, and I can't think of any president that had come back. Teddy Roosevelt tried and failed, and then he started the Progressive Party.
Yeah, I remember all that. Yeah, the movie.
But he didn't. Yeah, no. So he tried. He tried to do this. He tried to come back, but there's not really.
I love this. Imagine a
think
Twitter
of it.
space with all these Trump PFPs. And then he said that's why Elon shut it down. Well, yeah, I mean that's what people have been talking about that today too. For some reason, Twitter Spaces, especially in the U.S., are not working. I mean, when you go to Spaces
Grover
dashboard,
Cleveland,
I love Spaces dashboard, and because I just love the site for finding good spaces. But you can see there's still a lot of spaces right now, but none of them are really in English. So it does seem to appear that for some reason there is an issue with spaces, at least in the U.S. Of course, there's speculation by people that it was because there was some journalists that were talking, we're talking about him on a Spaces last night. There were 40,000 people in the conversation, which was highly critical of him. And this theory is that he shut it all down because of that.
Well,
but I don't know. I mean,
I don't know if he would shut it down for that, but I do know that he's been pretty thin-skinned, bro.
Yeah, there has been some hypocritical actions.
Yeah,
especially
like
recently.
okay, so I get the whole doxing thing, but he's really only enforcing it, I feel like, that is saying to where his whereabouts are. Because I know several people in Twitter were saying examples of how they were doxed out on Twitter and nothing's happening to those accounts and stuff.
Right.
And then he goes and then tries to dox the dude that's kind of
like
stalking
or
him.
something.
Yeah. And I'm just like, wait a second, bro.
I don't know, dude. The amount of weird Elon stuff this week, I almost can't keep up now. When you sent me that, I hadn't even seen that. I hadn't even heard of this Elon doxing, stalking stuff. I hadn't heard of any of it. because there's just like all this other shit going on too. That was like, it's just like everything. There's just a lot going on, and even just in Elon world, you could have an Elon podcast. There probably is a podcast where they just talk about
has
Elon.
a point. He did bring up a point where it's like, hey, if like journalists were being doxxed, were in their location whereabouts all the time, people, from like New York Times or whatever, people would be freaking out and blah blah blah. And, but at the same time, I'm like, but you're not a journalist, dude. Like, you're not trying to expose stories that people don't want out there or anything like that. You're the richest man in the world. Like, you aren't, like, I don't know. It's,
yeah.
I get his
mean,
point,
I'm
but
sure.
at the same time,
I'm sure he has lots of death threats. I'm sure he probably has a pretty interesting.
He could afford the best security in the world. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's like what Steve Jobs used to like drive different cars all the fucking time and stuff because he was constantly just nervous about someone trying to whack him. That's what happens.
He also
at,
never registered. He never got a license plate. There was some weird way he got around ever having to have a license plate. It was like he kept kept changing the car out every 60 days or whatever. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it was something weird like that. Yeah,
yeah. These are weird people. We're dealing with eccentric billionaires that are probably, I mean, I would probably be paranoid if I was getting death threats and stuff. I would probably not handle that so well. I'd become probably pretty paranoid.
And Dolph's true here. He owns the site. He paid for it. And it's the only platform where he could actually police that, right? Anyone, you could be on Facebook, on Instagram, and all that, and being like, "Oh, this is where Elon Musk is. This is where his jet's flying to, and stuff like that," and not be, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you can go to
Truth
Twitter.
He's like, "This is my platform. Not gonna do it."
Yeah, I mean, well, we're playing in Elon's garden now, and so I guess it's like it's private property now, right? It's not public property. It's private property now. And so and it's his house party. And if he doesn't want you at his house party because you're talking shit, he's just going to kick you fucking out.
That's true.
And then we're gonna all fucking,
That's all true.
We're going to
because it's like, it is like the people who criticize him for it are also probably people that, in some respects are like,
Dolph's like, he shouldn't even have to cite the terms of service. Just fucking out with them. Hey, hey, did I see that guy side-eyeing me? Get him the fuck out of here.
Get him out. Security.
Who let that guy in?
Yeah. But anyway, I think it's what was I saying? My point I was going to make is a lot of people criticizing this are probably the same people who are saying, "Hey, you got to respect the rights of these platforms to be able to police what's said and not said." They have the right. It's their business. They can allow this, that, and the other. As far as the censorship goes and whatnot. So it's kind of like, I don't know. They're getting maybe a little bit of taste of their own medicine in a way.
Perhaps,
some of them, not all of them. I'm not painting a broad brush
course,
here. But yeah.
Maybe this is maybe the shutting down. Maybe the U.S. Space's problem is just Elon saying, you know what, the party's over for a couple of days. You got to go home, and I'm mad. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It is weird. It is odd. It's certainly odd. Weird coincidence for sure.
He just doesn't want people to be. He's tired of being. I think it's kind of actually comical that gets under his skin that people are posting where his jet is.
Yeah, that is kind of a funny thing for that to be like a.
Yeah, because it's kind of like you could, if you wanted
well, maybe,
to, you could
maybe.
find out his.
Do you
his
think
jet
he's
number
worried about
just
potentially
track it
being like shot
yourself.
down by somebody or something? I mean, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe he's very paranoid. I don't know. I mean,
obviously he is.
His technology has been used, in the Ukraine war and stuff. I wouldn't doubt if he's on a hit list of somebody's out there, so, or at least on a short list of people they wouldn't mind having an accident. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to gauge exactly what's going on in his mind because I'm not a billionaire. Unfortunately. Now, I am I did have an NFT win, which I will tell you guys about here in the NFT section. Let's just zip up the news section, though, real quick with this Binance, the evolving Binance FUD. You know, it's interesting. I'm just kind of sussing things out because I'm not really sure where I stand on this. I still feel like it seems like there's evidence that they're okay. I saw somebody who speculated that, well, yesterday, let's just play this clip, actually. Let's start this off because yesterday there was a clip floating around of CZ. It kind of went viral of him being asked if they could withstand a $2 billion withdrawal, and it seemed, I don't know, it was kind of weird. It was a weird interaction. And I saw somebody, and I did hear somebody say, you know, maybe he was almost trying to get people to test the withdrawals in a way, as a way to prove. But I don't know if that's a cope or what. So, but here, let's,
that's a cope.
Well, and actually, let's bring this tweet up too, just so that because this says, oh, where is the tweet? Yeah, so this person had said this CZ Binance clip is going viral but lacks context. The question was, could Binance handle someone asking for 2.1 billion back? CZ avoids answering directly. We are financially strong. This wasn't about customer deposits. It was about $2.1 billion FTX paid them. So let me just play this clip. Let me.
We want to be
and they're saying
we want to set the golden standard for reliability, solidness in this space.
So do it. Would you be able to handle it if somebody asked you for $2.1 billion back? Would that be okay? Would you be able to still withstand things?
We're financially okay.
Including you have $2.1 billion to give away. If somebody came to claw that back, you'd still be fine?
We'll let the lawyers handle it. We are financially strong.
Yeah, that look, dude. That look.
She rolled her eyes. So then this is the context here.
It's the I can't stand these crypto bros anymore.
Yeah.
Eye roll.
Yeah, for sure.
Over the last year, we still had $500 million.
Yeah, everybody's PTSD'd from SBF at this point.
Worth of it. $580 million worth of it on the day when we transferred from the address we received a year and a half ago. We never touched it. We actually kind of forgot about it.
But thus far, you haven't just
That's like something SBF would say.
Disclosed your liabilities. And I wonder why that is and whether you will.
Yeah, so we are working with firms to do the audited financials, liabilities, etc. But the audits don't reveal every problem. So
no, but an audit from a Big Four auditor would reveal that, CZ. If you could get a Big Four auditor to say that, if you're saying that some of them don't want to work with you, that raises questions too. They don't want to work with you because you don't have the files and the data that would make them feel comfortable signing off and giving that stamp of approval?
Actually, many of them don't even know how to audit crypto exchanges. They don't really when they audit, they're very used to auditing a firm.
Does Coinbase, Coinbase has a Big Four.
Reserves.
Coinbase has a Big Four auditor.
Is that a question or
I don't look at Coinbase. We don't really look at.
I think so, though.
I don't know the details.
So they understand it well enough.
Deloitte is the auditor of Coinbase.
So they can figure
They do
Coinbase
have some
much
experience.
less
Would you be able to
$50
handle it if somebody asked you for $2.1 billion back? Would that be okay? Would you be able to still withstand things?
We're financially okay.
Including you have $2.1 billion to give away. If somebody came to claw that back, you'd still be fine.
And I get this now because I didn't know the context that she was talking about FTX's money.
More. Yeah.
And it's like, because FTX is probably going to be knocking on the door saying, hey, can we get that money back?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The well-run crypto exchanges should hold user assets one-to-one. Very simply, Binance does not owe people money. Binance does not have loans from other companies, from other funds. We just don't have it. You can ask any fund in the ecosystem. You can ask any VC. We actually also do not have VC investments, so we don't owe anybody any money, and we also do not have loans to other people that we depend on for our next payroll. We are working with firms to do the audited financials, liabilities, etc.
Definitely led to the disclosure that there had been money that was taken, but that disclosure raises lots of questions about firms like yours. Have you done the same? Has there ever been commingled funds? Have you ever taken any of the clients' funds and done anything with them? And again, why should we believe you? Because Sam Bankman-Fried told everybody, no, that hasn't happened. And he tweeted a lot of the same stuff that you've been tweeting in recent days, which I think gets back to this idea of show me the money.
Show me the money! Back to show me the money part. So Calvin omitted the fact that there's no records. That's not of them don't even know how to audit crypto exchanges. They don't really when they
Dude, her faces are just awesome.
She definitely shows her wears her heart on her expression there. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's there's interesting questions to be had for sure. There's like you know, where I heard them asking him, like, where did the money to invest in the Twitter buy, in Elon's Twitter buy, where did that money come from, right? Like, and he said it was from exchange revenue that he said is from, just all the transaction fees.
They are buying businesses left and right and shit nonstop. Like, they're always like, I don't know, man. I think I do
certainly questions to be had for sure.
Why can't an auditor, like, why are all the auditors backing out? Red flags. And he doesn't really answer the question with the yes or no, because whether or not people FTX based, because I mean, $2 billion, that's a big chunk that could go back to the FTX and repair those customers. And I mean,
it is interesting. I mean, there's been over $2 billion withdrawn this week from Binance. So it's not like Binance can't withstand $2 billion in withdrawals.
No, but I think what she was asking by like one party, one person, just hey.
Yeah, well, I think that's why he said, like, if FTX they wanted money back, we'd let our lawyers deal with that. Is what he said. And that was taken out of context. I think a lot of people thought, like, oh, if just Joe Schmo wants his money back, you're going to have to get lawyers involved in all this, where I don't think that's the case. It's because this is a specific case.
She did say, she's like one, I don't know. I think it's definitely, I think there's red flags for sure.
Of course,
Binance. And I don't know. Again, like,
to be determined for sure.
We've said in the past, it's kind of like, what is the risk to reward of working with Binance right now? Is it worth the risk to still have money on Binance? Like, I've already taken money. Like, I've taken my money off of exchanges already.
Yeah, me too.
Months ago, right? So, but if I did have money in Binance right now, I would be getting out. Because it's like, dude, it's not worth the risk.
It's just too much FUD. Yeah, too much FUD.
Yeah, I wonder, like, what's the risk to reward, right?
I should really subscribe to Nansen or something. But it'd be nice to see about Binance outflows. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows a good dashboard for seeing exchange outflows. But because I'd like to see how much has come out of Binance this week, because even it was like a 36-hour period that $2 billion went out from like Monday to like Wednesday. So I wonder now, come Friday, how much we've had exit Binance total. And if this FUD is increasing exponentially increasing amount of withdrawals or not.
I think a few days ago I actually read something that basically was saying, it's the withdrawals are tapering off and people are starting to put more money. It's kind of starting to reverse.
The FUD maybe is tapering off. Yeah.
But then, to Dahl's point here, it's just like, that's what I'm saying, man. He could just come out and say, look, we're just dealing with Ponzi's here. We're all just dealing with Ponzi's.
Yeah,
we're all
then
just
it all gets shut
Ponzi's.
down. Then his $1 billion empire gets shut down.
Just say what it is.
Can't commit suicide. That's committing harikari there. So anyway, the Binance saga continues. Let's see. I don't think. Oh yeah, this was just kind of an update this morning. Crypto Quant is backing Binance, saying their reserve and they're verifying Binance's reserve says there's no FTX-like behavior going on there. But this is, of course, just one analytics provider saying this. But yeah, I think it's like right now you got people on both sides. There's like people fudding, people coming to back them. It's really unclear right now.
I think getting one of those
is going to end.
Like they were saying there, like getting one of the top
big
four auditors. Yeah.
And, she was saying, why won't they work with you? I mean, I could also see it might be because they're not really, the U.S. is investigating them and thinking of charging them with charges. I don't know if that could be a reason that you maybe wouldn't want to work with them, but I could see that being a reason. I don't know if it's necessarily that they don't have the documents.
About money laundering?
Yeah, there's like two different things they're being accused of. So I don't know. I mean, maybe one of the big four doesn't want to touch it because of that. I would suspect that more than anything. But You know, and yeah, they've
wonder
been.
if anything's going to come out of that. Like if that stuff gets released from that, and oh, jeez, dude, yeah, again, is it worth
well? And
the
I think
risk
those charges? I haven't looked up a lot about those charges, but are those stemming from because they were like assisting Iranians in making, or they were allowing Iranians to make payments during when there was sanctions, or I don't know if that's what that was a result of, or if it's something else. But
no idea.
Yeah, not sure. So, anyway, yeah, it's
FUD
it. That's Mr. Take Profit's default is FUD it.
Send it to zero.
He's always on the side of when in doubt, FUD it out. Is
That's
what
right.
Mr. Take Profit says. So while Mr. Take Profits loads up his screen here, I'm going to do a little dance. We're going to look at the charts, and then we'll look at NFTs. I've got a NFT that I actually made profit. I'm making a healthy profit on so far, so I need to figure out what to sell it for.
Gotta win.
I do have a win, and we got to talk about the Opti Chads too that are just blowing up our feed right now. So, you know, Chad life for sure. So, okay, we got the charts now. Let's do this. Let's chart it up
for you, Freeman.
Oh, wow.
Oh, DeKensis, you made it in time for the most boring part of the show. Yeah.
Oh no, DeKensis is here. Oh no, shut it down.
Anyways, if you guys are watching from anywhere else other than YouTube, hop on over to YouTube. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe.
Yeah, not on Rumble today. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry, not on Rumble today.
We're trying to get more consistent.
It's Freeman's fault.
Yeah,
and join the chat, okay? The chat's where it's at. We chat with you. We chat back, all right? Anyways, let's check it out.
This chat slaps back.
This chat slaps back. So with this chart, guys, yesterday we were talking about how bearish divergence could be forming, and we do in fact have that daily bearish divergence. All right, and it just doesn't look good, guys. This doesn't look good.
Why you gotta always say that?
Well,
stop it.
I don't
get some help.
I do need help.
Just took him.
At this now, we have this bearish divergence going on here. Basically, here on the kimono wave, we have. All right, we're doing Bitcoin. That's fine. We'll start with Bitcoin. I thought it was on ETH, but I tweeted this morning about ETH, and anyways, yeah, we got bearish divergence. The kimono wave is showing lower momentum, but we had higher prices. All right, and daily challenged the 50 moving average. Whenever we've been challenging the 50 moving average in the past, because we're in a bear market, it's been getting rejected. So what happens when we challenge the 50 moving average? What would we expect? We would expect a bounce down. So here we are getting that rejection. And now it's just a question of, now it's not a question of if we are going to get rejected, blah, blah, blah. It is a question of, is this where we're going to bounce? Because yesterday I was saying this is the level I would be looking at for a potential bounce. And right now we're kind of in the middle of that. So be careful. Don't diddle in the middle. Okay. Right. I would be playing it with this range right here. Because this is where we might be for the weekend. So I mean, if you're thinking, all right, if I got in here, maybe we'll get a wick up there and come back down kind of thing. Sure, just play that on the lower time frames for a quick little scout kind of thing. But that's all I'd be looking for. Because right now, I mean, even the weekly, man, the weekly looks pretty bad. I mean, look, this is, gross candle. All this is saying to us, this candle is saying we challenged that moving average, right? That's a lower moving average than the 50. So it didn't even challenge the, whoa. Getting my markers all wrong here. The 50 moving average on the weekly is way up here, guys. Way up here. And if what we would like to see, now this is the weekly, so keep that in mind. Okay, we're really stepping back here. But what we would like to see on any time frame or any kind of chart is an aggressive move. If you're really extended from the 50 moving average, you want an aggressive move up. And then you'd probably get a quick little rejection, but then that would give you the momentum though to get that kind of like bullish pattern going on. Okay, that breakout market reversal pattern that you're really looking for. But here, I mean, it just looks like we challenged that moving average and got a quick, solid rejection. And to me, it's really been, I mean, what's been happening when we challenge that moving average? I mean, we're getting rejected like crazy here on the weekly. So we could be going for lower lows, maybe breaking below the volume ranges here. This is a giant volume range from the beginning of Bitcoin on Bybit. Keep that in mind. Okay, this is Bybit's. You don't want to see the Binances. Okay, the Binances. Remember that one is the point of control on that guy is way down into the thousands area, right? Single thousands. All right. So this does not look good. I mean, man, there's not a lot of support coming on here. We do. Let's check out. Do we have some vector candles? I turned my zones off because I was getting annoyed with them. But yeah, I mean, we have vector candles that I could assume that we return to. Okay, at some point, right? This one was claimed back then. So there's not on the weekly charts. There's not a lot of support over here that you would say price would bounce from, right? So I'm really looking at these levels down here, which happens to be my 12K
yeah, here we go. Yeah.
area. Yeah.
Don't make me play the clip again.
That's where I really see potentially the bottom. If it's not 12K, it could be 9K, 8K, those kind of numbers, right? That's what I would be looking at. But you know, like this looks like this is just the next rejection. We could be coming back down to Goblin Town. Good things on the weekend to look at here on the Kimono wave. I mean, that VWAP, I mean, it's really close there to that 50. It looks like it could cross back up, which would give us a pump. This red money flow wave right here on the Kimono, that's showing like it's starting to trend up, right? It's not opening wider. So that is also good. And, you know, we could maybe be seeing some divergences on the weekly, all right? That would be lower prices, but momentum's going up. So we really need, like, next week really needs to be a banger. Needs to be a good one.
Oh, great.
Right, to get us out of this.
Yeah,
if it's
Christmas week, cool.
Right, it's gonna like be low volume.
Yeah.
It's gonna. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry, doesn't look good, bruv. Doesn't look good. Yeah, well, I mean, I could totally. Yeah. Anyways, ETH, kind of the same thing here. You know, I mean, not only did we reject from the 50 moving average, we got rejection from the point of controls. All right. And we are slamming against support. Maybe we'll hold it. Maybe we'll sink down to here to the 1100. I think because we're dealing with this kind of larger volume range here, right? Come down, bounce up, come down, bounce up. I think we're coming back down to this zone before we get a bounce up. And that would be around the 1K. Maybe we dip to 3 digits kind of thing, right? But yeah, not looking so hot. So I would, you know, yeah, again, it's printed bearish divergence on the daily, right? When you see bearish divergence on the lower time frames, might not be that big of a deal. When you see it on these larger time frames, they're usually a much bigger deal. So keep that in mind. We are on supports, so if you're scalping, if you're trading on the lower time frames, maybe you're looking for longs right here, right now, because you're at those supports, right? You long supports, short resistances. That's the name of the game, all right?
That's the name of the game, Bo.
Yeah, but I mean, today's pretty dumpy. I mean, we got 4. I mean, Sol Oh, I love it when Sol's tanking, and Sol is down 7%. Makes me feel, I don't know why, but yeah, I'm a sick fuck like that. I like to see.
You are, bro. You are.
I am.
You are such a.
I know. I'm like, oh, Sol. I love.
I feel bad for people that watch this show.
Red candle for Sol. I don't know. I just can't. I can't.
You know, the only people left in crypto are Sol people. So,
dude, what the fuck are they still doing here? Dude. Go home. Go to McDonald's.
You got to give them that. They are a resilient bunch, those Sol people. They don't want to. They don't want the party to end.
They're trying. They're trying. Well, it's cheap, so yeah, you could still fuck around with Sol because it's so damn cheap. So.
Yeah, stop fudding my goddamn bag. I'm going to talk about in the NFTs.
All right. Well, your Sol that you're making is going to zero, so you better take your fucking profits and get out.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm done with this show.
Better sell that son of a bitch and get out. Take your profits.
You can FUD Abdul's pot bags all you want, but you cannot FUD my bags, damn it.
Oh, BNB. We're talking about Binance and obviously not having a good day, and it's breaking this crucial level of support. Not good. Not good for BNB right now on the daily. You know, you'd really want to see BNB holding that. Doesn't look like it. I mean, I would say that, I mean, right now it's at basically a level of support right here. So this is what I would be looking at. If it can hold this, you're really wanting it to get back up into this range up here. But if you're watching this and you see it break, I mean, yeah, we have vector candles down here I could see coming down to that's not a vector candle there, but I would be, with all the FUD happening too at Binance, I would hate to short it right now, only because, like, you know, you'd want to short it when you saw it breaking down below the 50 moving average and treating it as resistance. That's where you really would have loved to short BNB, you know, right there around the 50 moving average. Now that it's fully extended, I don't know if it's fully extended yet, but now that it extended quite a bit from the 50 moving average, you're going to be wanting to look for longs, right? You're going to actually want to be seeing that rebound back, that return to the 50 moving average, that challenge back to it. Okay, market makers move the price away from the 50 moving average, but then they have to bring it back to the 50 moving average because it's where they're going to get more investors into the playing field, right? It's when they're going to get more people coming back to play their game. Okay, you're playing in the market makers' game. This is their game. You're paying to play. That's basically how this all works. So
I was
right
wondering, because it seems like I'm not playing. I'm playing someone else's game. That's how it feels.
Yeah, you are. You're playing their game. So I mean, right now we have
Trump's game now.
FAR extension, right? So
Trump
what you're looking for is, if you look back here, right, how we had this FAR extension down below the 50 moving average, pop, right there. That happened so fast that missed out a lot. A lot of people missed out. A lot of people then get FOMO'd in. They're going long right up here, and then what happens? The market maker traps them. Right? Traps them, brings the price back down, gets all those asshats liquidated. And now it's time to start filling up on longs again, potentially around. I would, again, be patient. Go into lower time frames. See how the lower time frames are respecting this level of support. If it's looking like those numbers are going to be going down, if the kimono wave is showing you like bearish divergence on those lower time frames, if it's showing you a lot more and more of those overbought signals, stay the fuck out. Stay the fuck out, because it's likely that level of support is going to break. So just be cautious around these levels. Look for longs, right? You're on support. You know, I'd be don't FOMO in on these giant red candles and go for a short. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just you're a little, just be patient. You don't have to be in every trade. I've lost so much money trying to be in every trade.
Yeah,
and you don't have to be in everyone. Ape is down 5.
That's your toxic trait. Do people still say that?
What?
Do people still say that?
What?
My toxic trait is this and that.
Nope, people don't do that anymore.
Okay.
Ape sadly is breaking support.
That is sad.
I guess staking isn't doing it for him right now. Shit, man. Not looking good. If this candle closes like below this wick, especially, that's not good. It's not good stuff. That's a bad one. Dolph, what's my
your
1,000
X play?
Short it. Short everything. Just send it down to zero. Short it all. There you go. Just
not financial advice.
Look.
I
my
do not
watch
condone.
List, look what I added to my watch list.
Optimism, baby.
OP,
I'm feeling optimistic now.
Added that OP. And you know what? OP may be down 3% right now. But, like, we were just looking at a lot of
my
the other
Opta chat is up.
Look, I mean, like we were talking about all of those other tokens, they're breaking supports, right? They're breaking those moving averages. They are sinking. Optimus.
Optimus.
I almost said Optimus Prime.
I like that one.
Because OP, I was like, Optimus Prime. It's not Optimus Prime. We are still holding, Optimus Prime is still holding 50 moving average, all right? We challenged it, and we're getting a rejection up right now. Getting a rejection up. That's not bad. Now, bad thing is that we do have a bearish divergence on a daily. That's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Optimism can hold this 50 moving average. That's what you're really looking out for right now, is holding that 50 moving average. But I mean, it hasn't broke it yet. So you got to be optimistic here, right? You've got to have some sort of optimistic here that it can hold this 50 moving average and get a higher high, right? Because it is still getting higher lows and higher highs. So hopefully this little trend that's got going on continues. But you know, it's hard. That bearish divergence, no bueno. No,
not what you want to see.
You don't
for
like
sure.
that. Yeah, you don't like that. If it breaks the 50 moving average, you're wanting to be looking at this. Looks like a strong level of support right here. Right, it was resistance, it was support, it was resistance, plus through. So you're wanting to treat this as support. That's pretty critical, and I wouldn't be surprised. You know, you could maybe see market makers bring it down to this level. Right, breaks the 50 moving average, breaks that level of support. You get a whole bunch of people going in on shorts, FOMOing in and stuff. Market maker then traps those shorts and brings it back up. You know, I wonder if Kingfisher has OP. That would be interesting. I'd like to see the liquidity
question.
liquidations going on there. Anyway, biggest loser right now, I think, is Litecoin is down 5%. Man, nah, Sol's our biggest loser.
Oh, wow. Great.
7%.
Thanks.
Yeah. So tell us how much money you're going to make on this NFT, Freeman.
Well, I will when we get back from the break. I am pulling up a liquidation map right now of OP/USDT.
Oh, cool.
If it'll let me.
Loading, man.
It's loading.
Loading,
you know.
man.
Sometimes it's sometimes it takes a
Loading.
little while to load. Okay.
And
There's
you got those liquidations to snag down there.
Yep. This is
Those are long liquidations.
0.99, 0.904, 0.804. Yeah. Lots of liquidations down below. Juicy licks to get. So
You said point like 9-0s.
0.99, 0.90, 0.84, something like that.
Yeah, because this level of support is 0.94. That's my level of support.
Yeah.
So
I could definitely see it there.
yeah. So liquidations down there, that gives you a sign that that's likely where the market maker is going to be taking the price. So it's gonna get a little rough, I think.
It's a fun metric. Yeah. Yeah. Could get rough. Oh, I like rough. I like rough. It's fun. That's why I'm in crypto, because it's volatile and rough. Okay, we're going to go to the thing we call intermission. And then when we get back, we're going to look at some NFTs. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, do the thing, and we'll be right back.
She's taking off. All right, here it is.
Hello, it's Freeman from GMTV. Don't get hacked like I did. Get yourself a Ledger wallet at gmtv.lol/ledger.
You're the Jim Cramer of crypto now.
Freeman, no one can hear you if you're trying to talk, man. I don't know. I see your mouth moving,
What do you mean?
but I don't hear anything.
Oh.
So you muted yourself.
What the heck?
So anyway, just do sign language, bro. Was that? What was that?
Hello.
So
no one can hear me.
Since here.
Wow.
I was pretty optimistic for it.
I'm a pimp on a
pretty
blimp.
optimistic, and Freeman's gone. Fine. I'll do this on my own.
Oh, I ended it too early. Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the GM show. Thanks for sticking around through that brief little intermission there. Just getting swole over here. Just getting swole. What's that face? What are you looking at me like that for?
You're because you stole my idea. But
That no. Let's not go there. You tried to steal my idea.
Good segue. Why don't you talk about this challenge in OptiChats?
Okay, yeah, let's look at the OptiChats. So OptiChats are crushing it. Of course, the floor price has gone up a little bit. I'm now an OptiChat. If you didn't know, I bought an OptiChat the other day. The OptiChat community has been super supportive of us, so we really appreciate that. They've been sharing our show with their community, which is really nice of them because that doesn't happen often. Usually, it's contentious. We have a contentious
we talk too much
relationship.
shit usually that people don't usually want to share it. So
Exactly, and I said I liked these better than DGods, and so that I think that struck a chord. So anyway,
it will flip DGods. That
yes, we're gonna flip.
We're gonna.
This is what you get. This is what you get for fading us, Frank. This is what you get for fading us, Frank. We're coming for you.
We're flipping you.
Coming for you, mother. I'm just kidding. I love you, Frank. Come on the show. Anyway,
Freeman does love you.
I love you. I should put up a now that he's doxed. I should put his photo right here.
That'd be so funny in like a frame of a heart too, just like
come to daddy.
Like a teenage girl would have a poster in her room.
That's true. He's not an artist. That's true. That's true.
He's just he's just an entrepreneur.
He's just a guy. Okay.
He's just a dude.
He's not even Frank. So anyway, so OptiChats, they have a fitness challenge. So they got like a grant from Optimism to put on this fitness challenge and give OP tokens to people that take part in this challenge. I think actually it's already tapped out. Honestly, I think it's the winners have all been already chosen, but it was still cool that they put this on, and they had following GMTV and our personal accounts on here to enter, which was really cool of them to do that, and really appreciated the nice little boost there that we got. Really appreciate that. So
for sure.
Now Mr. Take Profits is going to get a Chad. He has really no choice at this point. He's been strong-armed into getting a Chad. And
get a Chad.
Yes. Chad's rising. Chad's rising. Yeah, DGots feels like a corporation run by frat boys. Exactly.
Yeah, and this is just frat boys.
This is just D-gents. This is D-gents. This is D-gents. This is Degen's running a cult.
I guess which one should I buy? I guess I gotta get some OP, bro. I don't even have OP.
No, you don't need OP. All you got to do is bridge a little bit of ETH, and actually, it's even easier than that. I did it through Coinbase. It was super easy. All you do is you just send ETH to yourself, to your own MetaMask wallet from Coinbase, and you just, at the last little part of the transaction, you just change the network it's on from ETH to Optimism. And so it sends ETH to your MetaMask wallet on the Optimism network. It bridges it for you. Voila, magique.
No.
And all of a sudden you're on Optimism. And I will tell you, the gas fee to buy one of these was essentially nothing. So
yeah, I'm assuming, because if you,
everybody's always trying to make us sweet.
Buy 10.
Live sweet.
I mean, it is, it's 0.01. Oh, 0.01.
0.018. Yeah, ETH. Yeah, gotcha. Not Optimism. Don't. That'd be too good of a deal. So, but I think, let's see. This one kind of looks like you. That one gives me your heartbroken. Oh, right. Is there a mustache? That seems like that would be a good. I like this one. I almost bought this one. This pink-haired, bejeweled. I mean, he's so blingy. Mustache. There's a drooling one with pancakes on the head. That was the other one I was going to suggest for you. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's got a man bun. You need a man bun. I think you need to join the man bun.
Should I grow my hair out, dude?
You need
my hair's too damn. The thing is, my hair is too thick. Like, it just it doesn't.
It'll be a thick bun.
Yeah, dude.
Thick boy bun. Here you go. Yeah. Look at this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Chad. What a Chad. What a Chad. Okay.
Well,
let's see. So, okay, two other things here. I've also wanted to just give a shout out to our friends at Pumpopoly too, since I'm just pumping every's bags today.
Yeah,
just want to give a shout out to our friends at Pumpopoly as well. And they've now they've got over here on Tonic. This is the Pumpopoly order book Dex that's live now over there. So I like Pumpopoly still. I've got this on auto drive. And I just drive and claim Pumpopoly tokens, like just on autopilot. Literally don't have to do anything. I'm driving and collecting on autopilot. So slowly building an empire over there still. Also, okay, I got a DM, right? I got a DM from somebody. Oh, no. And I guess I don't know if I should come clean. Maybe I should come clean with all my sins. I don't know if I need to for this story, though.
You do.
But
you do. Tell us.
Okay,
well, what is it?
Okay, guys. So I don't know if you guys remember. It was months ago. There was this project. I'll show you one of them. The Mischievous Maxis. This was the project that got derugged. Remember when we were talking about the derugging?
Yes.
This project got derugged by the guy King FUD, okay? The Twitter guy, King FUD.
Yeah, King
and
FUD.
I actually, my come clean is that I helped him derug this project. I helped set up the Discord and do some other things that he needed help with. And I did get some Mischievous Maxis in return. I also bought some, though, when they were pretty much dead. But I haven't really done much for the project since then. I just kind of helped them get their legs back up. And but what is crazy is that these I just got a DM the day or two ago, and somebody was like, "Hey, how much for your Mischievous Maxi? Like, how much will you sell it for?" And I was like, "What do you mean? This project is worth less than one soul. Like, why? Like, who cares?" And I went and looked, and the floor on these right now, let's see what it is.
Pumped?
It pumped. It's up at 8.75 now, Sol. So that's interesting alone. Now, but then yesterday, the number 2 rank rarity sold for 42 Sol, and I have the number 1 rank rarity. So I'm trying to figure out how much. That's what somebody asked me, is how much I would sell it for, my number 1 rank. And I'm trying to figure out how much do I sell it for. I've got it listed for 69 Sol. 69 Sol. I wish it was 69 ETH. But I don't know. What do you guys think? How much do you sell the number one for? Let me pull it up here so that everybody can see it. Listed items. Okay, here we go. This is number one. He's a clean boy. Clean boy. So I definitely think I want to sell it. Like, I want to take profits, right? Because I didn't expect any profit from this project at all, and I'm like, I might as well take profit on these.
Sure.
So
for sure.
So I'm trying to figure out
the project and stuff. You may as well. Yeah.
There are I got an offer for 34 SOL, which is total low ball compared to what number 2 brought in. So, I've got it at 69 because it's my favorite number. I don't know do you think I'll be able to get 69 on this, or do you think I should just accept a lower offer or lower mine to 50? What do you think, expert?
So the second one was sold for how much again? 50 what?
It was sold for 42. So,
and are these like still trending up?
There's still activity. Well, that's a good question. I like when you ask good questions. Let's go look at
what's the trend with these?
The trend. Okay, so these are selling. They're not selling super fast. That's for sure. So that's a little worrisome. And they do seem like they've kind of. I didn't want to look at the graph, and then you made me look at the graph, and now I'm scared. No, I mean, it's what's interesting. The number of listings is low, which is good for price. Number of listings is low. The RSI is oversold. The price is barely holding on here. It has to hold this price. If it dips down,
I bet it would challenge support. Yeah, I bet you would challenge the support, because if you look in the past, it definitely did too. Like, it's challenged support.
It's due for a cool off, for sure.
Yeah, so
increasing right there listings. I wonder.
Tough one. I guess it's like, how long can you wait it out for?
Well, like, I don't need it. No. I mean, of course I don't need it. I just want to take profits on it and not like have this go back down to 1 SOL.
I would say 69 is kind of fair then, if you want to kind of wait it out. If that other guy, if some other Chad got 50 some for
42.
one that's 42. Oh, it's 42.
42.
Oh,
for
I thought
2.
it was 50.
No, 42.
Oh, I thought that. Oh. So you're asking like basically like over 20 more SOL.
I don't know, Yeah, I mean, if the number 1 sold for 69, that would be an epic moment for sure for the collection. That is, reaching numbers like that is magical. Does magical things for your collection when you sell for prices like that. It's part of the meme magic. You have to harness it.
Yeah, I know. See, to Kansas,
I wonder if I said.
See, you're gonna sell it to someone else that's gonna go and flip
and then it'll go to 100.
5x.
Yeah, it'll go to 100. The floor will be 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be sitting on a like 500 SOL. I will have sold the 500 SOL thing. Yeah, that's what they do though. They buy the number 1, and then the project goes crazy, and then they flip it for twice the price.
You got an offer right now for 34 SOL.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to take that, but that just seems like after yesterday.
I would hold. I mean, I guess if you don't need it, like I would just sit there and I'd maybe actually hold it right now. I mean, only because it is like the trend is going up, right? You can expect it to drop down, challenge support at least. So you can expect that, but with the trend, it could still go up, and then now it probably build more excitement into maybe getting that number 1.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Dolph. Just buy it yourself for 500, and then all of a sudden everybody goes crazy. Oh my God, 1 sold for 500.
Whoa.
And then resell it for 1,000.
Exactly. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Wow.
That's how you treat a number 1 NFT.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's the big brain move.
Seriously, buy it from yourself right now for like 69, and then go back and try to flip it again for 100.
We're not discussing anything in any kind of gray area right now, right?
Bro, we're in Web 3. It is like, what the fuck? Yeah,
you're like the whole goddamn thing's a gray area. Look at what you're doing right now, bro. You're staring at the most ugly NFT I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man. Like, what are you talking
and you've
about?
priced it for a meme price, and you're talking about making profit. I think these were.
Do you think we're trading baseball cards here or some shit? Come on.
I bought my first one of these for it was I'm telling you like 0.2 Sol or something. It was so cheap. So I'm making profit on these, but yeah. Anyway, I'll sell the other one that I have too. I'll sell that one for just floor right now. Take a little bit of profit either way, but I guess I'm gonna keep it at 69 for now. I don't know. I'm keeping it at 69. The legend must
It's a good number.
live.
Yeah, it's a good number.
But now we do control now this project by having number one. So we have them on a leash. I think I'm gonna try to. I'll try to get King FUD maybe to come on. The
Yeah,
show.
that'd be cool. He
Maybe
stopped doing those. He stopped doing those spaces.
Yeah,
with Alex,
I
didn't he?
know. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on.
Wait,
with that. I don't know how
you've
much
been
of that,
working
all
with
that
King
is.
FUD and you haven't had him on the show yet?
I'm trying not to. I try not to milk people too early in the relationship. Especially when they're like,
you just like to be milked early in the relationship. You don't want to be doing the milking.
I do the milk. I give the milk first before I ask. I do the Gary V. What's he what does he do? The jab right hook. That's
I think
what it
you've
is.
been milked,
I jab
and
a
so
couple
now
times.
you can do some milking yourself.
Yes, that's
Go milk
that's what I
away.
have to. Well, I'm gonna milk money out of this project. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll hopefully get King FUD on the show. We'll see if he do it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm going to see. This is how we get guests on the show, by shutting our mouths, by not speaking our true thoughts. By keeping some things to ourselves, we get guests on the show. We're changing.
Is that
we
how
can
it
change?
works?
We can change. It's possible. It's possible on the show. So, rest in peace to the people who just joined the stream and hear milking. I know there's so many times you could just
so many times you can
come
say the
into
word
this
milk.
show and just
Milk
be
is
like, what
kinda
is going on here?
Milk kind of is like one of those like gross, icky words, like moist. You know, it's kind of like it's just one of those trigger words.
Maybe for you, but maybe you have milk trauma from
milk.
Were you breastfed or were you formula?
Milky. I don't know. Probably formula.
That explains everything.
Kind of. Yeah, exactly. Probably
Very
more.
true to Ken.
It's probably more like Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, maybe some whiskey here and there, you know, and then a little bit of milk.
Little bit of whiskey. Man, that really does explain everything.
Some cigarettes, you know. That's
Mama Jones had you on the bottle early.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hey, so next week, I don't know what we want to do schedule wise. Mr. Jake Profits and I have barely really discussed this, but are we going to be back Monday? You good for Monday? I may have to take a couple days off next week, but you good for a Monday show? We all good? The holidays are weird, you know.
Yeah, we should probably take a break for the holidays, guys. You know, touch grass.
Yeah, we'll have a little holiday break, but it won't be too long.
We'll
But
have a Christmas
let's
special.
do.
Are we gonna have a Christmas special where
We
I'll
should
get like a
We should
tree
do
all
like
decorated?
Yeah, I was thinking
and
Christmas.
We'll give each other
sweaters, yeah.
gifts.
No, I don't like that part. Like everything
Why?
except for
You
that.
don't like giving things, do you? You're not a giver.
I'm a taker.
Right, we all.
Unless it's King FUD.
I was just about to say we were just talking how you give the milk. You like to be milked.
Call my mom live on air. I'm going to my parents' place, so maybe I'll just have my mom live on air, and she can tell you what's going to happen with the NFTs. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not letting her anywhere near me. I'm on air.
All right.
Okay. Cool. Let's wrap it up. Right?
Yeah, we should give each other
let's wrap
NFTs. That
this.
would be funny.
Oh, maybe that's what we'll do. I like that idea, Golf. That's you know what I'm giving my family for Christmas is our NFT. I'm giving them a GM bot. So, you know, give your parents a GM bot. They'll love you forever.
Right. And then if they want to sponsor the show, tell the world how much they love you.
Tell them to burn it.
They could do that. They could burn an NFT and
Secret Santa. Exactly. The GM bot is such a great gift for anyone in your life.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back Monday with all that said. And thank you guys for joining us. It's been a really stupendous week, so thank you guys so much. The views are like just keep exponentially increasing. So I don't know what's going on, but let's keep it rolling. And in the meantime, have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you soon. GM. Thanks to our burn sponsor, Dickenses. Check out the sponsor links in the description of the show.